We went to London!
There were lots of people
It was
everywhere.
a city. It reminded me a lot of New York.
And actually,
It's actually kind of been sunny. Like, it was sunny for like 4 days in London, which I think is a record.
And it's sunny
And sunlight! Like,
yes, I was really excited about that.
I can tell. This is really good lighting. Look, it's sunny out there.
It looks beautiful. It's sunlight.
This is good lighting.
I know, isn't it?
Dang. Sunlight, we don't get that here. It's exciting.
it was.
It has to
It was
be.
nice. I wonder if it was sunny here. I don't care.
It was sunny in London. That's all that mattered. First day we were there, we found a chapel with dry crunchy leaves.
That
I
was
don't even know what it
exciting.
was. It was Saint, it's not Pancreas, it's Pancras.
Pancras.
Saint Pancras. And the wind and more crunchy leaves.
And it's not raining and it's not cold wind. It's like fall Minnesota wind. We're doing really, really movie-y.
It was
Chapel.
cool.
It was a chapel because it's not regularly used for worship. That would make it a chapel, I believe.
Okay. Then we went to Camden Market.
Yes.
Lots of walking.
Lots of random bartering when I didn't mean to barter. I bartered with
You
people.
accidentally bartered a
I
lot.
did. I just wanted to look at shirts and when you touch things and like, how much do you want? And I didn't want to spend money.
Next day we went to the British Museum.
The British Museum. And we've already been chased down because we went into the wrong area. It's
Before
not
it
even 10
opened.
o'clock. That was fun.
Whoops.
Spent 20 minutes in the gift shop looking at very cheesy museum gifts. We're broke. We determined that.
There was a Latin crosswords puzzle book that I don't understand why anyone would make that. Except I also kind of want it.
So you can never
conflicting.
successfully manage to do it
Oh.
until you become fluent in Latin.
We'll work on that.
Yes.
We just finished looking at all the things that were put in a maze. And it was kind of confusing
mazy.
and complicating. Complicating. Nope, complicated. I don't know.
They had some things wrong which were awkward.
We played What Can Peggy Tell You About This Thing? Which she's very good at. Don't let her try and tell you otherwise, because she'll tell you otherwise, but she's really good at it. She's like, oh, I don't know anything about that thing, except it's really weird. Why would they do that? That's not their normal clothing. And all these other things about. So that's on film. We'll have that later.
The part
We talked about how weird it is for all the Egyptian mummies to be out to just have like dead people there. Because like everybody goes through their Egyptian phase as a child, and we were talking about how like it doesn't affect us because we don't understand death as children. And like now that death actually means something, it's kind of weird that like, I don't know, this was a human and they lived their lives and now we're just
being douches and putting it on display for people to photograph.
yeah. And that I feel
Not
like
to sound really weird and like kind of like the museum version of PETA.
you need to start that.
The museum version of PETA. We don't have an anagram yet, but we will. You're involved in this.
But I don't know, and I
You
feel
agreed.
like people don't realize when they look at mummies in museums that they like were people with lives who did things like normal people. I don't know, it's just weird. To the Natural History Museum.
Which was awesome.
It was super cool. There's also going to be a whole video about the Natural History Museum.
Yes.
Because there we played, oh my god, Hannah doesn't know how to shut up about animals.
It was hard to film. There's a lot of dramatic zoom on animals.
Then next day we went to Westminster where you can't take pictures.
Yep. Which sucks, but oh well.
It was kind of crazy in there too. There were lots of people and there were lots of like statues and monuments. There were a few times I thought statues were people and kind of freaked out.
It's like Somewhere you actually don't know where to look because there's so much stuff.
And you look down at the ground and then you miss the giant monument to Isaac Newton
Yes.
because you're trying to find him on the ground.
Because we were convinced that Darwin was on the ground, therefore Newton would be too.
Everyone loves Isaac Newton.
Do we?
Then we went to the Globe,
Then we went to the Globe,
just still made of flammable materials.
but made less flammable.
Admirable that you're trying to be original, but a little nerve-wracking.
Although she should have bought a shirt that said, "What fools ye mortals be," because nothing embodies you more than that statement.
And then we met John and Whitney at the Tate Modern
Mm-hmm.
and played What is Modern Art?
Mm-hmm.
Still don't have an answer.
I liked it though. They had Dali and Picasso.
It was interesting, yeah.
And I really wanted to find the I Am Man exhibit, but we didn't. We went to Wagamama's. I love Wagamama's.
It was wonderful.
Anyone who's watching this who went to London with me the first time knows what Wagamama's is. So like,
all of my friends.
and no one I know is gonna watch this. Well, maybe my family. Otherwise, no one I know is gonna watch this. Nicole. Oh,
Okay,
and
Nicole, waiting on
we
you
ate
for this.
at Eat, the same Eat that Nicole and I ate at when we went to the Globe the first time. We did not sit in the same spot because we sat inside. But we ate at the same one.
We mooched off lots of Starbucks Wi-Fi.
We did, trying to find things. We determined apparently civilization is when you can throw a rock and hit a Starbucks.
So London is civilization.
What else did we do?
If I had to pick 3 things to represent the Little Mermaid, I probably would have picked like Ariel, Ursula, and like Flounder, or Sebastian, or Prince Eric, or King Triton, or A Triton, or Max, or something like that. But the Disney Store picked a Dinglehopper. You win, Disney Store. You win.
We walked around with John and Whitney.
Lots of walking. It was nice.
The walking wasn't nice. Lots of walking.
The nice weather was nice.
It was. We navigated the tube.
I think one of my favorite parts of London were the tube safety ads, because some of them were all like cute and rhymey and they had little cartoons, and then there were some really passive aggressive ones that were all like, it wouldn't hurt you to mind the gap. So that was entertaining.
The tube is actually really awesome with their mapping, which I really enjoy, and it's easier than buses. So much easier than buses. I ride buses. In
I'm used to
Lewiston.
driving
It's
a
very-
car,
yeah, okay, yeah.
so I just go
Well,
wherever
the
my
rest of
little heart
us who
desires.
use public transport, the peasants,
Oh, what fools these mortals be.
Yeah, exactly.
Take the bus.
appreciate how much easier it is than the stupid bus schedule. And Amanda will know this, because Amanda is the one who tells me how to get places, because I'll be like, I need to get here, Amanda.
So we went to London.
This is
Yay.
a beautiful video.